time for the Ryan Report on Atlanta's big station, V103.
It is your Ryan Report where you can see it live via tape after Steve puts it together on v-13.com.
So give him some time.
He'll edit all this out. You mentioned him, he put his edit on it.
Right.
I'm telling you, the boy got warrants.
Yeah,
he got warrants. All right, Friday edition, what you got?
Yeah, man. Well, let's start with a little DeBarge. It kind of made everybody sad. The DeBarges, James, Bunny, and Randy were all on with Dr. Drew.
Biggest crush on Bunny.
Did you?
Oh, my God.
I got to be honest. When I first saw Bunny, I was like, I didn't know that Mama DeBarge was still alive. It's bad. I mean, they were talking about, the whole family as a whole and how they have a drug issue. And they actually call it the DeBarge curse. And, they kind of talk a little bit about it and how it affected their family.
You've said that you're fearful the curse is going to kill your brothers.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I believe that it can.
Do you think it's going to?
I believe that it can. No, because I believe in a higher power that I know this is our day and time for us to get it together. I feel the DeBarge knows their reason why they are where they are and how to get out of where they are. I believe that.
Do you fear dying of this thing?
Oh, yeah. I had a brother that died. My oldest brother died.
Bobby?
Yeah. And, yeah,
of addiction?
I'm scared of dying. I'm scared of losing my brothers. We need no more deaths in our family.
Now
who all was that we heard?
We just heard Bunny, James, and Randy.
Okay.
And Dr. Drew, of course, was the person asking the questions. Now, then at some point, Dr. Drew turns to James and he asks him about, not only, withdrawals, but did he actually have to dope up just to come on the show? And this was actually his answer.
So I think I'm having, I got one. I had one today before I came on the show, man.
You had withdrawal?
Yeah.
So you dosed up before you got here?
Yeah.
What'd you take?
Dope. Give me some dope. I was in that pain. I can't. It was hurting my stomach.
Yeah, of course. If you don't use dope, you go into withdrawal.
I'm not saying y'all don't have it.
And I think probably the saddest thing with anyone who knows someone who struggles with addiction is what Bunny said at the very end when Dr. Drew was talking about, for people who think you guys are just chasing this high and all you want to do is get high. It's not about being high. It's about just trying to be normal.
To stay normal.
To stay normal.
To not be in withdrawal.
Right.
Which is really, really sad to lose your family over that,
So what's Dr. Drew going to do?
He did what Dr. Drew always does, which is offer a spot at Celebrity Rehab, and that's
because they really on it.
Yeah, no, they really need it.
No, I mean, they are really on it.
They're really on Celebrity, the whole family. So that's basically the gist of it.
Is Elle going to be in there?
Is Elle still in rehab?
No, Elle left rehab.
He did leave rehab.
But they wanted him to stay 6 more weeks. And he said, nah, he was good.
He was good to go.
People are saying it started to change for Elle. When Elle came on the show, when we went to Bones, I said, man, something is not right. I said, Nina, something's not right with Elle.
You could just tell?
He kept going to the bathroom.
Oh.
And he wouldn't eat.
Okay.
I said, man, something ain't right with Elle. Something's going on.
Yes.
But, he's like, nah, because he kept saying, I'm in a different place. And then people were saying that at first when Elle went out on tour, he was like, all right, keep the women away. I'm good. And then they said that he started having women lined up down the hallway.
Sure.
So he had started partying again.
Yeah, once that temptation grows, you know what I'm saying? The crowd gets a little bit bigger and the fans get a little bit more adamant to see you. And
No, I don't even think it's that. I just think that for a person who has, if you get off of the drugs, it only takes that very first time. The adulation has nothing to do with it.
No.
There are plenty of people who are superstars that are clean and sober and have never gone back. The problem is, man, come on, man. What's one? Come on, man. What's one gonna do?
Right.
Next thing you know, it's like you start that craving all over again.
Right.
And next thing, it's almost like with anything, if you start dieting and then you eat right and you lose all the weight, and next thing you know, like, man, what is one super duper gadupa looper side fries gonna do?
Right.
The next thing you know, it's just it's the same thing.
You wake up covered in cupcake frosting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I completely understand. All right, someone else who I was actually surprised that we didn't see any of his antics here, and I think everyone was on their P's and Q's because it was the opening night,
Who that?
opening first 2 nights of Kanye West and Jay-Z's tour. But
Yeah.
you knew it wasn't going to be long before Kanye stopped the show because he was not happy with something. Apparently, it was the sound guy and the lighting guy who got all of it on DC. He was getting ready to do all of the lights, and he was very unhappy with how the lights looked.
The song for all the lights, ain't it? White man. Here's all my lights in. All this right here like we did in practice. This Let's try it one more time. Oh, you're making me have a Yeezy moment.
Don't make me have a
Don't make
Yeezy
me have a
moment.
Yeezy moment.
Don't make me have a Yeezy moment.
Hilarious.
So there it is. So they started it back over. But you knew it was going to sneak in some type of way. And last but certainly not least, everyone's talking about it. We were waiting on this statement. We were waiting on someone to say something. Justin Bieber on the Today Show this morning.
Oh.
Matt Lauer asked the question about this whole paternity lawsuit.
Right.
And this is the very calculated statement that he was prepared to say.
I'd just like to say basically that none of those allegations are true, and I know that I'm gonna be a target, but I'm never gonna be a victim. It's crazy because every night after the show, I'm gone right from the stage right to my car. So it's crazy that some people want to make up such false allegations, but set the record straight, none of it is true. Never met the woman.
So there it is. He says he
There
never
you
even
go.
met her.
Yeah.
She got herself into a little trouble, though, Ryan, because if this whole thing is true, she statutory raped him. She supposedly had sex with him when he was 16 and she was 19, and in the state of California, that is statutory rape.
Have you seen this girl?
She's busted. The Busset report. She's busted.
Unbelievable.
I don't believe that for a minute. I don't care how dark it is in the backstage.
I think she had sex with Mustin Kleber. Come on, Justin. Nah, that did not happen. Her and Mustin Kleber got together.
Especially with no prophylactics, man.
Period. I don't care what it was.
Oh, my gosh. It's all
You got wax paper. The answer's no.
Look, a Ziploc bag. It's all being brought to you by Anytime Cuts, located off 22 Bennett Street in Atlanta, the only 24-hour barbershop where you can get a haircut any time of the day, 7 days a week.
And if you don't know, now you know.